Welcome, beautiful beings, to Surpass Illusion. My name is Sarah Geigel, and in this video, we're going to be touching base on certain key points that I missed out on previous videos. Today, I want to talk about what exactly I mean when I say surpass the illusion. Well, beyond all illusions of this early kingdom, there is one in particular that I consider the main epidemic of this planet, and that is the loss of self. So we're going to be talking about what exactly is the loss of self and how have we acquired this epidemic of lack of authenticity, living a superficial life, living a fake reality, right? The loss of self is the product of living in a three-dimensional reality. What is a three-dimensional reality, really, right? It is the same as saying that we are living in a three-dimensional mindset, three-dimensional perspective, right? A three-dimensional level of consciousness or awareness. Okay. So, because thoughts are creators of our physical world, then we are the creators of this three-dimensional planet, right? That's to say that nothing in this world can potentially be of existence without thinking about it first or before, right? So the loss of self is the product of the three-dimensional mindset. The loss of self is the product of the lack of self-awareness, right? Three-dimensional mindsets. What are some examples of a three-dimensional perspective? What are some examples of a three-dimensional mindset, right? To go far in depth with this, I'm going to provide with a few because there are many. But just to keep brief concentration and go straight to the point, I'll mention just a few. So what are some examples of a three-dimensional mindset or three-dimensional awareness? The constant wanting to be as the world, the wanting to imitate, right? The wanting to be someone we are not, right? The wanting to choose paths that do not resonate with what we truly want at heart or at spirit, right? Being in a place because we have false belief systems that constantly tell us that we cannot do any more than just that, right? Thinking that we must be in a particular place at a particular time or else we just won't make it. Our intentions are also a product, right, of a three-dimensional mindset today, okay? Fear is one of them. Fear is a great example through a three-dimensional mindset in which we intend out of. The fear of what people may think of us if we take a particular path. A fear of what people may think of us if we don't take that particular step, right? The unknown value of ourselves, right? Where we rather live unhappy by putting more value in fitting in, right? More value in materialism, more value in the outside opinion than the inside desires, right?
Calories. Hours. Minutes.
Another three-dimensional mindset in which we intend out of is the social validation, right? Where we want to imitate the promotion of this world, what's mostly common, right? In order to be socially accepted, even if exchanging our own uniqueness means to live physically and simultaneously die at spirit. This is the three-dimensional mindset, people. where we exchange our greatness for the ideologies of men which are imperfect. We are living, guys and girls, we are living in a three-dimensional mindset when we operate around the world with a mentality of separation, ego operation, competition, right? We're living in a three-dimensional mindset when we operate around the world with a mentality of separation, where we create division amongst ourselves because of color, gender, nationality, religion, right? Opinion, beliefs, careers, and economic statuses. We live in a three-dimensional mindset when we operate around the world with a mentality of ego operation, where we want to be better than everyone else, right? Where we attest to be above everyone, where we judge others and judge ourselves. This is an ego operation mentality, right? Where we place ego before the spirit. This is an ego mentality. Where we take and make decisions, take certain paths based on the egotistical ways. Competition, right? We live in a competitive world with competitive mindsets. That this is the ego at play. It is the ego at play, the competitive mindset, the competitive perspective, where we have a fake belief system in our minds that if we are to fail at some point in our life, we are also not worthy. How insane and stupid that is, right? If we fail, we're not good enough. This is the ego mentality. This is the competition mindset, the three-dimensional mindset. If we fail, we should be ashamed of our being. And automatically we place a stamp over our foreheads, right? That says, I failed before, so, or for thus I am not valuable. I am not enough. I don't have enough money, so I am not a successful person, right? If I don't have this particular type of clothing, then I am not worthy enough. I am unworthy. And some people, most of us do this unconsciously, right? This is a three-dimensional mindset, a three-dimensional conditioning. So, based on everything that we have discussed now, when do we actually surpass the illusion of the three-dimensional mindset? When exactly is it that we can recognize whether or not we're surpassing the three-dimensional perspective? When we begin to reject the outside world and accept our inside kingdom, we are surpassing the three-dimensional mindset. Salud. When you stop imitating others and begin living from your very essence, from yourself, from your spirit, from your heart, then you are too surpassing the three-dimensional illusion mindset. Salud. When you choose paths that resonate with your heart and spirit for the sake of your happiness only, then you are surpassing the three-dimensional illusion mindset. Salud. When we surpass the negative belief that tells us that we need to be in a certain place, that we need to meet certain expectations, and that there is not a good life awaiting for us, only then will we surpass the three-dimensional illusionary mindset. Salud. When we stop wasting our lives with what others may or may not think of us, only then we are surpassing the three-dimensional illusionary perspective. En salud. When we surpass the three-dimension illusion, when we see and accept ourselves for who we really are, beyond what society expects from us, right? Only then we are surpassing the three-dimensional illusion mindset. Salud. What do you exactly resonate with, lovely being? What do you feel at heart? What is that voice inside of you that tells you that is the path? What is that intuition telling you to do? What is that intuition telling you to change, right? Where exactly are you not feeling well? Because it is exactly where you're not feeling well. It is your negative emotion that is actually dictating and giving you a sign that you need to get out of that place, that you need to change this particular place or this particular situation, this particular mindset. It is your emotion that is a gift, a God-given gift to you as a human being, a spiritual being, right? To surpass the illusion, to surpass the three-dimensional perspective, the three-dimensional reality. When you stop craving a constant validation, when you stop giving away your authenticity for temporary satisfactions, right? When you stop living a life of appearance to be liked, right? Only then you begin surpassing the three-dimensional illusion mindset, the three-dimensional illusionary reality, okay? You will surpass the three-dimensional illusion when you realize that you are it. Okay? When you realize you are it, you will begin the process of surpassing the three-dimensional illusion of the mind, the three-dimensional illusion of the planet. Salud. When you begin to know that you are enough, that you hold your own truth, and if you acknowledge this, you will be free. You are surpassing the three-dimensional illusionary mindset and reality. You can only be free, ladies and gentlemen. You can only be free by accepting your true self. You can only be free when you stop rejecting your heart's desires, your spirit, okay? And begin the process of looking for your purpose beneath the surface. There is true living. No one else can live others' originality but their own. You cannot live someone else's life but your own. You can, but if you live someone else's life according to the standards of the world, then you will not surpass the three-dimensional illusion of this planet, and you will remain in the three-dimensional mindset. You will surpass the three-dimensional illusion when you change your separation mentality, okay? When you allow your spirit to guide you and not your ego. And I said this on previous videos, right? You will surpass the three-dimensional illusion when you stop living a competitive state of life by competing with the crowd without any intent to better yourself. You are to remain in this three-dimensional illusionary perspective and the low vibrational frequencies of fear, right? Stop trying to be someone you are not by trying to be better than everyone else, right? Because that is an ever-ending war. I'm gonna say this again, I'm gonna repeat it again. Stop trying to be someone you are not by trying to be better than everyone else, because that is a never-ending war. It is much better, right? And much easier to fight and compete with yourself, right? To fight and dedicate your focus to yourself instead of your continuous concentration of the outside world. This is your answer lovely beings, spiritual beings. This is your answer. How to surpass the three-dimensional illusion of this planet? This is the answer. This is why you're so depressed. This is why you are so unhappy and so miserable in continuity. This is why you're living monotony. This is why you're living in a repetitive cycle of mental incarceration, for thus a repetitive cycle of physical incarceration, right? I'm not saying that you are in jail. I'm saying that based on the mentality that you hold within yourself, based on the belief system that you hold within yourself, you will physically also be bound by energies that you cannot see. It is the fear, the three-dimensional mindset that keeps you bound in an unconscious jail of slavery, right? The slavery of the mind. This is a three-dimensional illusionary perspective, right? Or three-dimensional living. Because you're too busy mimicking. This is an important word, an important key factor. Because we are too busy mimicking the outside world to the point where you have lost yourself in it. This is where the loss of self comes. Because your focus is attentive to the external realm, and you have neglected your internal universe. Salud, because that's changing as of right now. A great thinker once said, ladies and gentlemen, who looks outside of themselves dreams, and who looks inside awakens. How powerful those words, and I'm going to say it again. A great thinker once said, who looks outside of themselves dreams, people, and who looks inside of self awakens. Awaken and surpass the three-dimensional illusion. Awaken and surpass this war mentality mindset. This division mindset is not doing you any good. This is the fear operation. This is a low vibrational living. This is the fake superficial living. This is the propaganda. Surpass the illusion. Beautiful beings, you're better than this. So look within yourself and stop looking outside of yourself. This is the end of this video, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for watching. I hope this video has truly benefited you all. Lovely beings. Stay strong, right? Be authentic and surpass all illusion. And namaste.